The flying horse and the power of hope in Buddhist wisdom. Have you ever faced a moment so hopeless, so impossible, that it felt like the end? When the world closes in, when death or failure seems certain, what can possibly keep us going? This relates to a powerful story that challenges the very boundaries of possibility. It's a tale of courage, cleverness, and most importantly, hope. Beyond its clever twist lies a profound truth echoed in the teachings of the Buddha. In the Dhamma, hope involves understanding that nothing is permanent, not even suffering, and that time changes all things. The story, the king, the prisoner, and the flying horse in a faraway kingdom ruled by a cruel and unforgiving king. Even the smallest mistake could cost you your life. One day, a man broke a rule and was quickly arrested and sentenced to death by the king. Shocked but quick-witted, the man began to laugh, an act so unexpected it startled the king. No one had ever laughed after being sentenced to die. Intrigued, the king asked, "Why do you laugh when I've just condemned you?" The man replied, "My lord, I laugh because I was about to come and tell you that I can train horses to fly. Now, with my death, that chance is lost." Intrigued by the idea of riding a flying horse, the king asked the man how long it would take. "A year, my lord," said the man, "but on one condition. No one watches the training, and my family must be taken care of during this time." The king agreed. At home, the man's wife cried, "You've only delayed your death. You cannot make a horse fly." But the man smiled, "Today I was to die, but now I have a year. In that time, anything can happen. The king may die, I may die, or who knows, maybe I really will teach a horse to fly." And as fate would have it, months later, the king was killed in battle. The man lived, free and at peace. Buddhist insight, hope, impermanence, and wise action. The brilliance of this tale is not just in its clever plot, but in how it reflects deep Buddhist truths. Let's explore the Dharma hidden within. Impermanence. Nothing lasts forever. The Buddha's first reflection is on anicca, impermanence. Just like the king's rule and the man's death sentence, nothing remains. Joy fades, pain fades, rulers fall, seasons change. This insight is not meant to depress us, but to awaken us. The man understood this. He knew that death today is certain, but a year from now, who can say? His hope was not blind. It was rooted in the truth of impermanence. Hope as right view in Buddhism. Hope is not naive optimism. Is samadhi, right view. The understanding that suffering exists, arises, and passes away, and that freedom is possible. The man's response was not delusion. It was skillful means upaya. He bought time not with lies, but with possibility. In doing so, he opened space for the conditions of his suffering to change. Present action, future possibility. What the man did was powerful. He acted in the present, aware of future potential. This aligns with the Buddha's teaching. What we do now plants seeds for what will come later. He didn't surrender, nor did he fantasize. He responded creatively, with faith that causes and conditions might shift. This is karma in action. Hope is the antidote to despair. Despair is a mind trapped in permanence. It says, this pain will last forever. But hope understands change. Hope whispers, this too shall pass. Many people suffer not from events themselves, but from believing they are trapped. Illness, loss, failure, they become prisons of the mind. Buddhism offers the key. Open the door with insight. Walk through with effort. Modern reflection. Living with hope in a hopeless age, we live in times of uncertainty. Wars rage, economies tremble, relationships falter. But this is no different from the age of the cruel king. Conditions have changed, but the human heart remains the same. So what do we learn? Don't give up, even when you see no way out. Use your mind not to imagine the worst, but to create possibility. Speak skillfully. The man didn't beg or panic. He offered something new. See every delay as sacred time, a chance to rest, grow, and prepare. Hope is not weakness. It is courage, living the Dharma. Cultivating hope as a practice in Buddhism, we don't sit and wish, we practice. So how do we cultivate hope? Mindfulness meditation. Watch the mind when it spirals into despair. Loving kindness. Metta, offer wishes for peace, not only to others but to your future self. Noble friends. Kalyamatata, stay close to those who speak of light when all seems dark. Right effort, not to force outcomes, but to water the seeds of growth. The man in the story didn't just hope. He acted. He negotiated. He planned. Hope guided him, but wisdom carried him. Conclusion. The horse might fly. The story ends with the king's death and the man's freedom. But the real ending is what lives inside you now. A question: what do you believe is impossible in your life? And what if it's not? The horse may not fly, but then again it might. And even if it doesn't, a year of life, a moment of love, a breath of peace, that's worth the wait. This is the Dharma, not certainty, but possibility. Not escape, but transformation. When all seems lost, laugh. Not because you're foolish, but because you understand. The story isn't over. Time is still moving. And within each moment lies the seed of freedom.